Introducing the biggest music competition stage the region has ever seen, Eurovision Asia 2026. And yes, the Philippines got a seat at that table. For over 6 decades, Eurovision Song Contest has been the global stage for original music, national pride, and cultural storytelling. From ABBA's iconic win in '74 to JJ's historic victory last year, it's the competition that makes careers. And now, for the first time ever, it's coming to Asia. Eurovision Song Contest Asia 2026 has been officially confirmed. Not a rumor, not a leak. The organizers have locked it in. At least 10 countries are set to participate in this inaugural edition, and the lineup already reads like a who's who of the region. South Korea, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, and yes, the Philippines. Here's what makes this even bigger for us. The Philippines will be represented by ABS-CBN, which will oversee the country's participation and, crucially, the selection process. Whoever steps on that stage for the Philippines goes through ABS-CBN. We'll be watching that announcement very closely. True to its roots, Eurovision Asia 2026 stays faithful to the competition's core theme, united by music, while spotlighting the region's distinct sounds, genres, and artistic identities. Think of it as the same Eurovision spirit, but with our OPM DNA woven all the way through. The inaugural grand final is set for November 14, 2026 in Bangkok, Thailand, an international stage right here in Southeast Asia. But here's the part that hits different. The 2025 Eurovision champion, JJ, who represented Austria and made history, is of Filipino descent. A Filipino bloodline carrying that trophy on a global stage. And now, the Philippines itself is stepping up as a nation. The timing isn't just symbolic, it's a signal. Filipino music is having a global moment, and Eurovision Asia 2026 is the next chapter. And speaking of JJ, before his historic Eurovision win, we virtually sat down with him for an exclusive interview on CETV Exclusives. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it now. The link is up on the eye. Trust me, knowing what happened after that conversation, it hits completely different. Eurovision Song Contest Asia 2026. The Philippines is in Bangkok, November 14. Stay locked in to CETV Philippines because as this story develops, you already know where the movie covering it. I'm Dom. This is CETV Philippines, your independent voice for entertainment and P-pop. Subscribe so you never miss what's next. See you in the next one.